Have you wondered just what spirit is, what it is made of, how it came to be, and how does it make our bodies work? I don't know what answer you came up with, but this is my answer. The spirit is a light body. It has structure, and it has layers, and it has energy, and it has form. It is made up of individualized God energy, so its basic component is unconditional love, divine love. We have looked at how spirit was embodied in the physical plane. Now we must look exactly how the soul uses spirit energy to animate the physical being. We know that we have spiritual energies coming in from above that keep the energy of our physical bodies activated. But we also know that we have a connection to the earth, and she gives us energy as well. Her energy is very important for providing healing and makeup of our physical bodies. After all, our bodies are created from the same substance of the Mother Earth, and when we finish our incarnation here, the spirit returns to Creator, while our bodies return to Mother Earth. In fact, the electrical currents that run our bodies, connected to spirit through our nervous system, come from the earth herself, and it is a gift to our well-being. Everything is energy, so if this is true, it is very important to find out how we affect this energy and how we can affect it positively. This is a representation of spirit enclosed as humanity. This is the root chakra and first layer, the etheric body. It is wrapped around the physical representation. It says, I am, and is the protection of life energies. The physical body is the anchoring point for your higher self, to explore the mystery of your being within physicality. It is highly susceptible to program transmitted through touch for the several minutes after birth. Its function is survival and grounding into Earth's energies. Its inner state is stillness and stability. It holds the memories of this and other lives. The root chakra is red and gives energy to the physical body, controls fear, increases overall health. It focuses and centers. The color red can be stimulating, energizing vitality, healing, and can strengthen willpower, but when not balanced, can be overstimulating, primitive, wild, lustful, sexual, and maniacal. When running this color through the root chakra, as with all of the chakras, if the color appears muddy, continue running the color until it becomes clear and translucent. The next body is the second auric layer, or the mental emotional body, connected to the sacral chakra, and it is orange. The majority of karma, which is a constriction in the universal flow of energy formed by incorrect perception, is held in the astral body. It consists of bluish lines of light. It produces the acupuncture points and the major and minor chakras by the energy lines crossing each other. Where they cross 7 times, there is an acupuncture point. Where they cross 13 times, there is a minor chakra point. Where they cross 20 times, there is a major chakra point. The sacral chakra is clear and translucent and is right below the belly button. Governing energies, the lower abdomen, genitals, and womb. Its function is desire, sexuality, vitality, and pleasure, and fertility for protection. This is a light of clearing, for gathering up physical toxins and waste material out of your physical body. The color orange is created by mixing red and yellow, which are physical and mental. Its inner state is fear. It says, I feel. The color orange can stimulate energies, relieve depression, is joyful, and brings together physical and mental attunements. Unbalanced, it can be overstimulating. The third auric layer is the mental body, and it is connected to the yellow solar plexus chakra. It says, I do, and it filters ideas and beliefs. The yellow field says, I express willpower. The field holds your worldview of yourself, negative or positive. The solar plexus chakra is located in the area above the navel, just below the sternum. It is the primary color and is considered to be the color of wisdom, knowledge, and intelligence. Its function is willpower. Its inner state is laughter, joy, and anger. It says, I do. Balancing this chakra is associated with calming emotions and frustrations, easing tensions, and helping to do better utilizing intuitions or your gut reaction. The color yellow enhances inspiration and stimulates a higher mentality by affecting the upper stomach area where the solar plexus is. These bottom three bodies are directly connected to the earth, and they are considered of the physical plane. The chakra underneath your feet is an earth chakra which sends healing energy into your body and which your auric fields pull off of. The other earth chakra is for communication, so that you can get feedback from the earth itself. And there is the astral body on the astral plane. This is the body that we often use to travel from dimensions to dimensions. The fourth auric layer, or etheric template, is connected to the green heart chakra, and it says, I love. It also attracts and repels relationships. This auric body obstructs the higher body's messages from the lower three bodies until we balance the three minds, including the left and right brains. The heart chakra is located in the center of the chest. Its function is love. Its inner state is compassion. Balancing this chakra is important for the circulatory system, heart, and thymus. It also affects spiritual love, compassion, and universal oneness. This beautiful green color is used for healing, changing like the spring that brings new life. Think of a meadow where the trees and grass are green, and the feeling that spring gives you, while all of nature comes to life. This feeling gives you peace and health. Green is created by mixing yellow, which is mental, and blue, which is spiritual. It is also used for manifestation of change. The color green brings balance of calming the sympathetic nerve system. It heals cellular activity. The fifth auric layer is the celestial body. It is connected to the blue throat chakra. It is a creation layer receptive to exciting new creations. It supports speaking your truth with universal intent. The throat chakra is located in the throat. Its function is communication and creativity. Its inner state is the synthesis of ideas into symbols. Balancing this chakra is important for the speech and communication area of the brain. Blue, clear, and translucent is the color, And the color is awesome for healing as a cleanser and purifier, bringing calm, peace, cleansing action. It is a primary color and is spiritually relaxing, cooling color. The color blue is germicidal, antiseptic, and stringent, and has the vibration of power, as a voice gives form to thoughts and creation through vibration or sound. The sixth auric layer is the etheric body, and it is connected to the third eye chakra. It says, I know, I see, and has universal awareness. The color is indigo, and the color is used for clairvoyance or seer abilities. It can be sent after negative thoughts and transmute them before actualization. The color indigo is a combination of blue, which is spiritual, and violet, which is metaphysical. The color indigo is a purifier, astringent, and is cooling. The positive aspects are inspiring and helps broaden the mind and frees it of fears and inhibitions. The indigo color psychologically clears and cleans the psychic currents of the body. The indigo has the power of fluent on serious mental complaints such as obsessions and other forms of psychosis. It is a purifier of the blood. These three are part of the spiritual plane. These three are the ones that many newbies work on considerably to clear and elevate themselves while neglecting the lower three, which keep their bodies physically healthy. These three are fed by the energy from above. The crown chakra is connected to the seventh auric layer or spirit body. It basically says, I understand, and it holds psychic abilities in the ether. It is trillions of little fibers of light radiating out in all directions from the life force center. This is a ball of white light about the size of a grapefruit. In May of 2007, it was moved from behind the belly button to the heart center in all humanity. Every living creature within the cosmos has a band of awareness among these light fibers within our spirit body. That is why we are the microcosm. This is the body shamans use to be able to shapeshift into animals or other forms. Plus, they use this body to access parallel realities. They move a point of illumination called the assemblage point. It is located at arm's length behind the heart and a little bit to the right. This body is a linear field radiating out from the center to an arm's length from the physical body. The crown chakra is located at the top of the head. Its function is understanding. Its inner state is bliss. Balancing this chakra is said to give vitality to the cerebrum and affects the development of psychic abilities. In the chakras above our head, the first one is the etheric grid. And the second one is a healing grid. This is a representation showing how the chakra system connects into very vital nerve groups. The root chakra connects into, at the base of the spine, nerve groupings that control the rectum, kidneys, bladder, genitals, and sex organs. The sacral chakra connects into a group of nerve systems that control the small intestine and large intestine. The solar plexus chakra connects in with a group of nerves which control the esophagus, stomach, abdominal, blood vessels, liver, gallbladder, pancreas, and suprarenal glands. The heart chakra connects into a group of nerves which control the aorta, supravena cava, pulmonary artery, heart, interior vena cava, larynx, trachea, bronchi, and lungs. The throat chakra connects into a group of nerves which control maxillary gland, sublingual gland, mucous membrane of the mouth, and the parotid gland. The third eye chakra connects into groupings which control your eyes, your lacrimal gland, mucous membranes of the nose, and the palate. So you can see that any obstruction in your chakra system, in the energy systems that work with these different nerves, that it is going to result in lack of vitality and energy flowing to those parts. When we are born pure, innocent, and close to the Creator, for we had just left our real home for this journey at graduating school on the earth. Even before we are born, we start to pick up on our parents' belief systems and some of what is going on in their lives. A positive aspect of this is the possibility to converse with the unborn and to let them know that we love them, and to encourage music and things that they will enjoy throughout their lives. But there's also a detrimental part, where we pick up subconsciously on their fears, struggles, and family concepts that may have been handed down for generations. As we come into this plane, still connected to spirit, still talking and seeing angels or family that have crossed over into the spirit realm, depending on the openness of your parents, we are told it isn't real. You can't do that. Quit pretending. Don't lie. And so we start to be trained out of the very real and natural abilities, these spectacular gifts and talents that we were born with. Eventually, we go to school and we have teachers, classmates, friends. We may go to church where we have parents, grandparents, and religion and other playmates. And then we have a worldview from where we live. All of these things have affected us, some positively and others negatively. So we have others telling us who we are, what we are capable of, and what we should do. Everyone around us has an opinion and tells us who we are. And because we are a child, we believe what they tell us, regardless of the best intentions, or worse. At some point, we have to grow up and define ourselves. And when we do, we begin a healing journey back to God, Creator. The Cherokee believe that all illnesses have a spiritual cause, even hereditary ones. Some hereditary ones can actually be reversed in this life, while others are healed for future generations. But everything can be healed if the spirit can be healed. Why is this? So much of what has been imprinted or programmed into us is the opposite of the unconditional love that we are made of. And every time we accept untruths or lies about ourselves, some of our God energy gets displaced with this false belief. And if your body gathers enough negative emotions and energy, and it gathers it into one place and is left it can become so dense and powerful as to create an illness in your body. Each lie you accept kills some of the love that you are. I do believe that the story of the Garden of Eden is about the metaphoric lies we tell ourselves that harm us and so eventually cause us to age and get sick and to die. So it only stands to reason that the way to health, vitality, and long life is to replace negative energy we have collected and imprinted upon with unconditional love of the Creator in every aspect of our being. So spiritual healing work is the negative energy release and God's love brought in to replace all the negativity. If you get enough love back into your spirit, you get well. So we have seen how negative emotions, negative thought forms take up residence within our spiritual body and therefore into our physical bodies. We have created lists of different programs which we call negates, but they are the inverse thoughts and ideas and traits. And they are all listed. You can find them at celestialechoes.com. They come under the headings of childhood negative thought patterns, intrauterine and early childhood patterning, mothers and family fears, anxieties and stresses, family, social, financial, and abundance, personal power blockers, physical health, relationship patterns and programs, religious blocks and inhibitors, sub-personalities, old age, and vibrational patterns. The lists are extensive, but you can look through them and see how many that you recognize. Or you can use this muscle testing and go through each one to find out if there is one there and which ones you should do clearing work on for yourself. But let's take a moment here. There are times when we are distressed and different thought forms or feelings or emotions come up, and they sit perhaps on our shoulders. One of the ways to clear these is to sit and ask, please show me where the anger is in my body. Please manifest it so that I can feel it. And will it please come up? And as you sit there in contemplation, the energy of anger will gather together out of all the different places in your body that it might be stored and come to one central location. And here, now tell it you no longer need it, and you command it to release and leave you. You thank it for all the lessons that you have learned from it, but you don't need it anymore. Say thank you, thank you, thank you. Now with 3 breaths, breathe in deeply, and with each breath, command the anger energy out of your body, out of your spiritual sphere. You go 1, 2, and 3. And watch the energy leave you. This works with many of the thought forms. So you can take just a few minutes and sit and think about it. The first breath relieves it out of your physical body. Your second breath relieves it out of your spiritual body. And the third breath relieves it out of your mental or ego body. If you should need more times, go ahead and take it. Some things might be stuck pretty hard. But let's see that one more time. This time we ask for all negative energies from our dads to come up. Ask that it manifests within my body. And in a few seconds, you can feel it begin to gather above the ear and in the head. And you will be able to isolate these bodies. Please tell them thank you. Appreciate everything you've taught me, but I don't need you anymore. Now with 3 breaths, I command you out. 1, out of my physical body. Out of my spiritual body. Out of my material body. So this is one clearing technique that is relatively easy, and it's a good one to use with energies that have just gotten stuck. Another tool to use for healing is Louise Hay's spiritual book, You Can Heal Your Life. Louise wrote this at a time when she had healed herself from the trauma of cancer. She uses affirmations in her book. An affirmation is the positive statement of your negative emotion. An affirmation might be something like, I rejoice in who I am. I am a beautiful expression of life, flowing perfectly at all times. In the center of her book, she has a concordance. This lists many diseases and illnesses and physical ailments that can happen. In one column is the name, in the next column is the misaligned thought process that creates that ailment. And then finally she lifts an affirmation for how to correct the thinking in that particular instance. Let's take a look at anxiety. Anxiety is the not trusting the flow and process of life. The positive affirmation would be, I love and approve of myself, and I trust the process of life. I am safe. So let's take a look here. Another aspect of healing is light. All the colors of the rainbow, the colors that go through your chakra system, can be used for healing. And to use it that way, you use meditation. And in meditation, run the colors through all your chakra system, through your body, and particular colors through those parts of your body that have become ill or have dark spots in it. But first, this human is on an earth. The physical bodies that we are in are on a very physical earth, a very physical planet. And so the water and the air and the food that the earth provides for us is necessary for our physical bodies to continue living in health. But the earth also gives us herbs that we can use to supplement the nutrition and help our body heal. It also provides mineral waters and muds that we can soak in that will help alleviate pain and introduce minerals to our body. There is also a white light that comes from above. This white light represents the Creator's energy, and it is the full spectrum of all the colors that are in our chakra system. The white light invokes spiritual healing and protection. The root chakra is red. It is believed to embrace and enhance physical force, strength, boldness, courage, warfare, sports, power, and sexuality. The color red is used for stimulating circulation, increase hemoglobin, raise body temperature, and can affect a positive change in the groin area, and excellent for correcting sexual dysfunction. Note the common saying, red light district, which indicates an unbalanced use of the red chakra. The sacral chakra is the healing aspects of the color orange. These affect the lower torso organs of the body, such as the spleen, pancreas, stomach, and kidneys. It alleviates gastrointestinal problems and helps improve poor assimilation of food. The color orange also heals gout, rheumatic aches, inflamed joints, bronchitis, asthma, and coughs. Orange can also help to strengthen the mind and alleviate emotional paralysis. The solar plexus chakra carries the healing aspect of the color yellow. It helps to stimulate the functions of the stomach, thereby normalizing constipation and diarrhea. It also aids in healing the intestines, adrenals, liver, and pancreas, thereby alleviating eczema, skin abrasions, and other skin conditions. By tuning up the solar plexus, yellow is a primary color and stimulates the brain and nerve centers. Orange and yellow are the colors used in America's most famous and successful fast food restaurants. Yellow affects the stomach and orange affects the bowels. Many classrooms are painted a light shade of yellow, which stimulates the intellect. And so the heart chakra is the color green, which carries the healing aspects of regeneration of the sympathetic nervous system and to energize the heart, helping to heal cardiac conditions. The color green can normalize blood pressure, ulcers, neuralgia, influenza, neurosis, exhaustion, fatigue, and stimulates the thymus gland. Green is created by mixing yellow, which is mental, and blue, which is spiritual. We go to the country, the mountains, or back to nature because of the calming spiritual effect that it has on us mentally. The healing aspects of the throat chakra is the color blue. It helps to reduce fevers and high blood pressure. It can also stop vomiting, headaches, acute rheumatism, hysteria, and insomnia and bleeding, and correct throat troubles. It is also the dominant color at the seaside, lakes or rivers, and sky. It is relaxing, and it gives a person a spiritual realization of the grandeur and greatness of God and the heavens. Blue is a primary color and is a good color to wear when lecturing or teaching, as it gives the impression of vocal power. And the third eye is indigo. The healing aspect is the stimulation of the pineal gland, which is the king of all glands. It influences sight and hearing and smell. Indigo can assist in the recovery form of facial paralysis, and it helps to stop bleeding. The color indigo is a purifier, astringent, and is cooling. The color indigo is a combination of blue, which is spiritual, and violet, which is metaphysical. The primary colors are red, yellow, and blue. These correspond to life force. Red is physical, yellow is mental, and blue is spiritual, and the secondary colors are the combination thereof. There is another energy that I would like to tell you about. These energies carry extreme power for healing. It is called the threefold flame. It comes from I Am, Father God. In it there are three flames, pink, blue, and gold. The pale blue is filled with thousands of little diamonds, just like a fallen snow with the sun glistening on it. This represents the Creator's power. It, too, is iridescent, sparkling, and powerful. It is used to give spiritual power, to give energy to the will and spirit. There is a small blue flame centered in your heart that represents the power of the male aspect of God. This is manifest in every particle of our being. This gives us the power or the energy, the drive to seek the oneness with the Creator. It is like a never-ending thirst for the water of eternal life. Pink represents the Mother, God, Goddess Love. The color can vary from pale pink to rich hot pink. It is vibrant with the dancing white lights, iridescent and sparkling. It is soft and fuzzy, warm, peaceful, and secure. There is a small pink flame centered in the heart that represents the Christ and His light of love. It also manifests every particle in our being. This gives us the direction as we seek the oneness with all creation. The pink is in every particle of manifest energy. You, me, them, the earth, the animals, the birds, the crawly things, the fish, the ocean, the rivers, the streams, creeks, ponds, lakes, the air, trees, plants, flowers, grasses, weeds, food, everything. It is the basic component of all existence. Gold is a yellow gold with white lights circling and dancing in it. It represents the Creator's wisdom through the Holy Spirit. Often it is like a translucent honey that flows into the being, iridescent and sparkling light. There is a small gold flame centered in the heart that represents and is a small part of the Creator's wisdom that is within us. This light is manifest in every particle of our being. This is what gives us the urge to seek oneness of life. This is Saint Germain. Saint Germain has brought forth in these last days a very special ray and energy that has extreme healing power. I use this ray in absolutely all healing work that I do. It brings together the powerful love of the Father and the creative love of the Mother into the healing ray of the purple light for Saint Germain. This energy is the forgiveness and healing light of the Christ energy. It is taught to us by Jesus, of which Saint Germain is this dispensation's overseer. We are rainbow creations. We are filled with every color of the rainbow, and then some. So it only seems the way that things are ordered, that color would be an important process of healing the energy body and our physical lives, our soul. So add color healing to your arsenal of ammunition to fire at your dysfunctions in body, soul, and mind, correcting misalignments for health, love, and joy. Take advantage of each new lead or teacher. Grab hold of what they offer that is good and complementary to your truth. With others, sit it on a shelf. It may not be right and in alignment with what you are working on right now, but down the road that information may suddenly make sense and have a necessary requirement for further advancement in your alignment process. Stay on it, to advance in it, and to move beyond it. Not all teachers can do that for you, so be selective. In the meantime, have fun and enjoy the ride.